Welcome to Live Chat. Remember to guard 0 watching Live 3 seconds.
Hey folks, I am the blind dude. I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. The temperature's 57 degrees here in North Charleston, South Carolina. My name is Glenn Davis, and I welcome you to the broadcast. Well, this reporter watched the AAF debut, Coach Spurrier versus the Atlanta Legends, and it was a great game. There was a thing, though, about not wanting to do a kickoff at the beginning of the game. At least it was a simple coin toss. One side elected to defend their field and or be on offense, and the other side did the same. And apparently, Orlando wanted the ball first for a good reason. Spurrier was the head coach of the Orlando Apollos, and they have some names that this reporter has to get used to, like Birmingham Arn and all that. But right now, there's a game today, and then there's at 4 o'clock, then CBS had one. Um, Two games last night, but I decided to stay up and watch the AAF debut of Coach Spurrier, the Orlando Apollos, and versus the Atlanta Legends. There were some notable names, and one I noticed very frequently. I'll support Orlando because of the fact two Gamecocks is on it. One is the Coach Spurrier, and one is the field goal kicker, a familiar name to you guys, Elliott Fry. He used to be the field goal kicker before the present day Parker White. And it was a great game, and I enjoyed it myself, but I sure wish they do have the kickoff to get the home team and everything motivated. And according to this reporter's views, they need to make it a format like college football and maybe have a band and then maybe have some cheerleaders to really get the crowd into it. And then that way it'll be more exciting. Price wise, our ticket prices was $20, but I'm glad CBS has picked it up. I hope everybody approved of the ratings and the system, the AEF. I enjoyed it. Apparently, it's all offense, defensive game. It's fast paced, folks. There's not a lot of advertisement yet, but I'm kind of glad it's not. Maybe you can make it with just one big advertisement. And it was a great game. And Spurrier was the tactician again, has come up with a victory of 40-6. But it seemed very impossible see, you don't have an extra point in this game. You get a 2-point conversion. It's all an offensive, defensive combat. There was hardly any injuries in it. One guy limped off the field. There was another injury, only two injuries during the whole contest. And I don't think there was, career-ending injuries, but simple. It's a very professional aspect of it. And also, you had a lady, you hear every decision on the sideline. Like they break in, you can hear the coaches' comments on different things. You can hear the coach's plan for the next play. You hear Spurrier going in there. You don't get that audio of the NFL at all. They got the blimp shot, and they also go over each call, and they don't want a repeat of the debacle Saints game, with the no call there with pass interference that would have won the Saints the Super Bowl, and you might have had a different outcome of that game. And you could hear the decision. They got a referee way up high to watch the game down the field. And if the call didn't seem to go, but everything seemed to go like the fumble, and they thought it was Atlanta's ball, but it turned out to be South Carolina. Orlando's ball because Orlando dropped on the fumble, and the girl looked up at it and the blimp, and they have a girl that's the head referee, and everything goes with her. She's the final judge way up high, and it's a great menu. I thought the prices are right than the expensive NFL and the price range. I don't know how much Coach makes, but I will find out on that aspect of it because Coach should make more than the player, I would think. But Coach Sperry is still the master genius, and he still knows his football. I guess it's in his blood. He's 74 years old. He doesn't like to retire, apparently. He loves the game so much. I guess if he had to take less money, he would have done so. But if you guys want to view the game, it's probably going to be on CBS Sports Network or the NFL channel. It is an affiliate of the NFL. And I hope they have stronger rules according to taking a knee. But there was no national anthem in that. So that was strange, unless they played it before it went on the air and the crowd got into it before the game. So if they did take a knee, it wouldn't hurt the ratings. So I think people is fed up with this politically correct world we live in. Like I heard it was something going on with the sport where it said handicap. Might have been golf. That's I think they use that term in it. But now they all resent everything. Come on, people, get a life and buck up. If you don't like something, just turn the other way. You don't have to say nothing, just walk away. you know? There's inequality everywhere. Even the blind people feel inequality. Like, you guys should support Sports Buzz in all its endeavors because of blind. I am the only blind sportscaster in the world. Y'all realize this? And y'all think about supporting this broadcast. Make it strong. Let us have our own studio. We could be on satellite, and y'all can hear it everywhere. It'll be digital system, and they have more money to help support our veterans, their spouses who lost a loved one in a conflict. Sports Buzz is getting this done. Eventually God sees this, and you all will feel bad in your conscience. $1 a piece with all the people in the world. That'll be good right there. We could get our own studio. You could hear broadcasts. Get in contact with ESPN because I am serious. And oh, by the way, with what's running up for 2020 election, I wouldn't get one vote to it. I would support Donald Trump in a heartbeat. None of them other women that are running right now. One of them's already got something on her, folks. Beware. She turned out to be a liar. You don't want a liar for president. Believe me. Okay? Support Donald Trump, please. Please. Or this country would be in the king curse. You know? We don't need somebody that don't have no military experience. We already learned that from Donald Trump, but he's getting experience now in his first term at the White House. Don't give up the ship on him, okay? He's still president. Honor him, and pray for him, and he'll be all right. And I just don't something strange. That's just like people wanting another coach, like Will Muschamp, another coach. Let's fire him. And fire that, then what are you gonna get? Worse? That's what we're heading for, folks. If we keep Donald Trump, even the Native Americans don't like the lady. I think she's a black president lady, and the Native Americans didn't like her. They've already found out dirt on her. So, you know, Don't support these ladies that's running for office. Support your commander in chief that's there now. I don't think women should be in the military. They should be a nurse. They should be out there taking care of people. That's their deal about getting hurt and stuff. I mean, let them be a nurse, but that's the only capacity I think they should have in the military. Because if they're captured, they'll find out what it's all about then. And the enemy can do awful collateral damage, okay? So I just wanted to warn you guys, if you haven't heard the news. And by the way, folks, the governor of Virginia didn't really do anything wrong. That was back when he was in college. He was a kid. Why should he suffer now for all the things he's done in the past? And he was a kid. Give me a break. And these women always coming up. There was just I believe the governor. I don't think he did nothing wrong. It's just that these women are prospecting. And, I don't believe the story about them. So, come on, let's straighten this country out. Let's get rid of the politically correct system. Get rid of the have and have nots mentality. Brush yourself off. It'll happen to you, but get it honest like I am. Get it through hard work, study, and be a success. Don't get it through this, oh, he molested me, blah, blah, blah. Let court decide it, not us. It's not us for us to judge. By the way, go to your house of worship today. Whatever time of day, my house of worship is New Jerusalem Church, Dorchester Manor, at 108 Dorchester Manor. Call 843-207-9915 and ask for Elder Scroggins. She is the manager, and our church is a Pentecostal. And ask for Aprelo, Dr. Charles Aprelo, and that she is our pastor and supporter or apostle. And please support our church and visit our church. I encourage it. Service was at 10 to 12 today, and the next Sunday be the same. I look forward to the visitors at our church. Also, Best Choice is the best choice for your internet needs and service. Trust Best Choice for your business to grow, and they will grow. Their number is 1-800-457-5058. They're closed today, but they're open in the morning at 8 a.m. And I encourage you to call Clifford and Company. He's the manager, I believe. And so you can get your internet needs and let your company grow. Best Choice is the best choice for your internet needs. And also, the paintings are going good. My art instructor is going on sabbatical, a revival, let's say. She'll be back on the 15th when the weather starts to warm up, and I'll give you a date, and then that way we can have finish up the second painting. Desert Sunset turned out to be a beautiful painting, and it is going to be a part of the showing. It's a very big painting. It'll be a welcome addition to anybody's home. My number is 1-800-486-7613. And again, Ohio State just beat Indiana at home with a score of 59-54. It was very close games. And right now, they're doing the Pebble Beach Pro-Am golf thing. It's the final round. CBS is airing it now. So I encourage everybody to look at that one. And I don't think Tiger Woods is in there. So you all need to wait probably till, I don't know, maybe sometime March, but knowing for sure Tiger Woods has been successful in the Masters tournament. So he should be in there. In North Charleston, South Carolina, I know y'all eager to go fishing, but I would not encourage it today. It is a little airish, and you could be a little wind chill deal, especially around 4 o'clock when the sunset starts coming down. And also that the warm weather will be returning all next week, but it'll be unstable weather pattern till Wednesday. And then next weekend is scheduled to be a nice one in the normal temperature area in the 60s, unless that changes in the short term. So I'm limited in what I can find out, but right now, today's weather is pretty cool but clear. So I encourage everybody to take advantage and do have a great Sunday and be blessed and God be with you. And AAF will be airing this deal again on 4 o'clock today. Birmingham, I think, is up. I'm not sure, but you might want to check CBS Sports and they might have it. So I might continue with the AAF. I like the AAF, and it's got familiar names in there. And it'd be a challenge for you guys and your trivia guys to look up these guys that are playing out there right now. Some names aren't familiar to you. They're still college players that just reported into this league. Apparently they like the package or they want to stick with it. Spurrier's in it, so how you can beat that? Apparently decided to come out of retirement. He likes to work, so he likes the game of football. It's in your blood, and you hate just like me. I'm a sports buzz, but my favorite sport is high school, college, pro football, and it's all great. I mean, it's better sport than any other one. Our battery soccer team should be coming up to play pretty shortly, and it's coming around the corner. All the boys of summer coming out next Friday or this Friday. I don't know how you say it, but look at college baseball on the 15th. I think that would be this Friday. That would be the 15th. President's Day is the 18th. And folks, there's been a misconception about President's Day. President's Day is like a combination of Abraham's birthday, which is the 12th, and he died at 50 something, 55, 54, when he got assassinated by John Wilkes Booth. Also, we have George Washington's birthday on the 18th. He died in his 80s. So he was born February the 18th, a great scholar, military expertise, everything, Indian fighter, um, kicked the British back to wherever they came from. So, that's why we celebrate July the 4th, Independence Day. So, but they got two presidents' birthday this month, so they combined both, and now that's why you have President's Day. It should be all presidents honored, but not really. It's just those two. Their birthday happened to be, we had too many holidays, combined them both when they passed a law to do so, and it's President's Day was born. So that's how you got that day. So I encourage folks to read up on Abraham Lincoln, and George Washington died in his home in Mount Vernon, Virginia. His home's up that way. Y'all should tour it. I heard it's a great tour. So, I would love to paint his home. I bet it's a nice home. plantations probably where he lived at. So that's what we're looking at this month, and we got Black History Month. Encourage young black kids to read up on their inventors' history and whatever that way, and honor them. Dr. Martin Luther King was a great statesman and activist and great for his cause of equality. So, he was a great man. I'll urge people to read up on his history there, and that everything will be great, and learn about the turmoil in the 60s with the marches and everything that came upon it. And it was a turmoil time with the Korean War. Vietnam was ending then, and troops were coming home in 1972, I believe, and everything was going accordingly down here in Charleston. I remember that there was curfews. It was real dangerous to go out at night with everybody was shooting at white people and everything. So it went both ways. So I think it's time to heal all wounds and let's go on with our merry way and not hate one another. That's not godlike. So I urge everybody to read up on history. It's a great read. Or read the Bible. It's a really great read. And read about Jesus' teachings. Think about, ponder on what you need to, how to walk straight and walk tall. Straighten yourself out. Call your cable network. Let them know how you feel about the profanity. That's what you should be offended about. And if you want to protest Hollywood on teaching your kids how to cuss and say God's name in vain. As you know, it's one of your commandments to not only honor your mother and father, but it's also commanded about saying God's name in vain. Y'all could go to hell. And it's my job. I'll save your soul. For I'm a minister too. I will tear down the devil's workshop. So I hope y'all don't follow those things. Porn is a destruction on your family. Don't purchase it. Take the money out of those people. And, if you need religion, you countries out there, let me preach to you and then invite me to open churches, open up Christianity towards you, to straighten you out, save your souls. There is a heaven and a hell, but we don't want you in the opposite. We want you up and going into the positive, okay? The weather pattern looks like it's going to be wet in the south, especially the southeast. Orlando got rain last night during the AAF game. It started coming down pretty good. It might have had an impact with Atlanta Legends. I'm not sure, but they had their opportunities, and the Orlando Apollos had the better defense, and there was a celebrity there, of all people to have. They had the guy that flew the Apollo mission. Now I know why Orlando was called Apollos, because NASA was there. They had a base there at one time. And I don't know if it's still there, but Cape Canaveral was there, and they flew missions out in space all the time. So they had the guy that flew to the moon, I believe, and he was being interviewed. So that'd be a great person to have. But I urge people to call Regina at 888-415-2224, and she will have the prints there available for sale. Right now they're available on Amazon.com. Also, call Christian Faith Publishing at 866-554-0919. Call Abby Parker at extension 3818. She would be glad to help you. And she's my publicist, so she will take your orders, okay? And they're in hardback as well as paperback. And if y'all request audio, she might can be able to do that as well, okay? But it helps support Sports Buzz. Sports Buzz is a great listen. We have now the Caribbean and Canada, along with Poland and Germany. And I invite you guys to come on and listen more and more. You guys out there in the Middle East, I encourage Sports Buzz to come into your home, tent, camp, whatever you got going. I encourage y'all to listen. This broadcast supports you for defending our freedom. I understand the importance of military. You don't need a woman president because you don't have no military experience and no experience of communicating with the foreign powers like Russia, China, Japan. And Trump's doing all right with this regard. He's doing what's supposed to be done. There is supposed to be a way of blocking those people, the caravans, from coming up our way. They got to be a wall. They don't believe in vaccinating yourself. There are stringent laws here that make people vaccinate for the protection of our children, your grandchildren. They are at risk of catching and these diseases. Just think, scabies. Do we have enough with red bugs? We don't need scabies. Okay? This is Sports Buzz. Buzz. I am supposed to talk about all aspects and including sports. That's why you have ESPN that does the same thing. And they talk about off the wall stuff like National Day of blah, blah, blah. Last time ESPN was talking about the National Day of Pasta and all this stuff. So Sports Buzz can be allowed to do the same deal. It's buzz for Pete's sake, like a buzz in a beehive, okay? Or a hornet's nest. And if that's what we get, then let's go wild here. And basketball's getting closer to March Madness. It's only 38 days or so. It'll be time for DST. You gotta set your clocks ahead. You gotta lose an hour's sleep. You gotta set them Saturday, so you'll be in church on time Sunday. So you got an early reminder, and I'll keep you up to date on holidays and DST and the first day of spring. I know you look forward to it, but let's say it's March 20th, so we got that till June 20th. So that'll be the first day of summer, and it's the longest day of the year and probably going to be the hottest day of the year. I have to check my time. Hang on.
Finish. Button. Live. 28 minutes 47 seconds.
Wow, I've overdone it. So, folks, I'll just have to say bueno con dias, my amigos. And y'all have a good day. God be with you. Be safe. Have a good day. Thank you. Au revoir.
Finish. But live. 29 minutes 11 seconds.
Auf Wiedersehen. Good night.
Finish.